ALECK JONES-InfoWars.com, turning the establishment upside down.
Where are you?
Woo!
Got some work
What you do now? Yeah, I'm ready. I mean, you got the huddle masses. You got the bloody masses sitting around Bohemian Grove. I uncovered it. Me, Alec Jones, sitting around Bohemian Grove. You got Bill Clinton with his dingus hanging out. You got Henry Kissinger kissing him with his big pork belly. Kissing wieners, killing kids. Up the Hillary. You got a sick establishment out there. Needs uncovered. Uncovered. We got mysteries to solve here. Disgusting. I mean, you got tremendous mysteries to solve here, and we're gonna do it. Coming up on the show here, we got Scooby, Shaggy, everybody in the audience. We're gonna have a special guest visitor here, and we're gonna talk about all kinds of stuff. Stay tuned. ALECK.JONES-InfoWars.com.
N-InfoWars.com. Featuring your host, Alec Jones. Turning the establishment upside down with tomorrow's news. Yesterday.
Well, we're here. We're excited to be here in the studio. We're gonna combat some things here, right off the bat here. We're gonna touch on a few things. Not like that, not like the Pee Wee Herman episode last time. An actual bat was here in the studio, but we're right off the bat. Let's get down to it. It's been a crazy week. We've got a reported suicide in prison by one Jeffrey Epstein. It's been a lot of questions around this supposed suicide. The coroner's actually ruled it a suicide, and the coroner's name, I think, was Hillary Clinton. Okay, no, but we don't know who done it, folks. That is the big mystery. Did he commit suicide, or were there other players involved? I mean, you've got people like Leslie Wexner, you've got the Clintons, you've got a lot of powerful people with ties to Jeffrey Epstein that possibly may be able to be put on that island, that sex island, Little St. James, in the Virgin Islands. And I question whether or not that was, whether they were in the Virgin Islands, whether or not they were virgins. Maybe they were virgins before they brought them in, the kids. But they're bringing in kids, we know, as young as 14. A lot of people with ties to Epstein, and could have really had a lot of damage from him squealing on them, so to speak. And my understanding is when he was in prison, he did squeal. But we're going to play a little game here. Of Whodunit, and Scooby-Doo is here. Scooby, say hi to the audience. Now, here's the thing, Scooby. Do you think that Jeffrey actually killed himself, or do you think that it was the Clintons, or did Hillary did it? Okay, now we can't judge. It is suspicious, but it's not like the Clintons are tied to any murders, okay? It's not like there's a list that's like James McDougal, who was a Whitewater partner, died of an apparent heart attack while in solitary confinement. There's another one, key witness in Ken Starr's investigation. It's not like you got Mary Mahoney, former White House intern, murdered at Starbucks, talk about a venti. Okay, whoa. She was about to go public with her story of sexual harassment in the White House. It's not like they're connected to Vince Foster, who died of a gunshot wound to the head, ruled a suicide, who potentially had information on them. Ron Brown, well, it's not like there's more than 30 people connected to them. Some died of gunshot wounds to the back of the head that were ruled a suicide. That's not true. And also, it's not true that they had 12 bodyguards also dead. I know. I got top security. I'm underground. I'm in Austin, Texas, not Texas. I said, and look, I got security. Okay, I'm not bragging. I'm not trying to brag here, but I'm a wanted man. Okay, I'm banned. I got globalists after me, Illuminati after me. They're trying to kill me, okay? I go to New York City, they try to kill old Allie Boy Jones, okay? They're trying to shut the InfoWars down. They want to shut down this message. They want to shut down the truth. And I'll tell you what, but no, look. I've had like 24 bodyguards, and about half of them have been suicided, killed off, or shot in the prime of their life. 50% in the bodyguard industry. That's a pretty good rate when you're off duty for death. So, I mean, that's normal. That's normal. It's normal to have that many people around you die suspiciously from gunshot wounds to the back of the freaking head, ruled a suicide, and all your bodyguards are dead, or half of them are killed by somebody. Normal. That's normal. It's normal, okay? So don't come after me, Bill and Hillary, and say I'm trying to expose you as murderers. I'm trying to sit here and defend you. I know that you did nothing wrong. You didn't take out Jeffrey Epstein. I'm glad he's gone. Child molesting pedophile. And look, I blew the lid off this. I uncovered this like decades ago. I knew about it back in the 90s, back when I was a struggling comedian. Wrong audience. Right here, 6-minute mark. Okay, look, we gotta get this thing going, okay? But I think the best way to figure this out, I got a way. We're gonna play like a little game of Clue here. Figure out what happened to Jeffrey Epstein, because I don't believe the narrative by the mainstream media, the fake news. I don't believe it. It's a little thing called it's actually a forensic thing. What we do I used to be a forensics investigator. What we do in the forensic world is we look at all the connected pieces. Okay, you look at all the whodunits, the whodidn'ts, and you look at the connected pieces. And here's what the connected pieces. Here's what I see. Okay, you got the head bone, okay? And the head bone's connected to the neck bone. The neck bone's connected to the spine bone. Spine bone's connected to the neck bone. Not anymore if you're Jeff Epstein. Okay, so there I was with Jeffrey Epstein, just hanging out, swinger. Guy used to be a pretty good basketball player, but he never made it pro, because anytime a big moment came up, he choked. Oh, I'm doing Andrew Dice Clay material here. How am I doing this? I don't know. Oh, I told her, go hang him. Hillary did it. I mean, not Hillary. She didn't do it, okay? Clintons didn't do it. I don't buy it. They have a high average amount of suspicious deaths around him. That's all I'm saying. Anybody could have a high average, okay? I had a high C average when I was at Dartmouth, or UT. I don't know, same difference. I had a high C average in thermodynamics, okay? And anybody can have a high average, and anybody can have a bad day or a bad several decades of bad luck, or people are trying to set the Clintons up and make them look like they did it. That's what I think. I mean, I look, Hillary Clinton's a witch. 33rd degree, order the flying monkeys. Look, she goes up to, but Bill's up in Bohemian Grove. I know that he's dancing around in monkey's blood with his underpants off, singing, hey Macarena, but I'm here to tell you, Jeffrey Epstein's a freak. Look, before you get on my case, okay? Globalists, liberals, leftists out there, before you start getting on my case about making light of Jeffrey Epstein's death, okay, I feel kind of bad about it, I do. But keep in mind, the guy was a pedophile, child murderer, probably, by the way, oh, why do I sound like I'm not in character? I sound like I'm talking in a normal voice here. Almost like I mean this literally, that he was a pedophile, satanic, cult murderer of children who has DNA and dried blood on his freaking island in the Caribbean. Okay. And the guy had a lot of weird sexual proclivities too, and he was trafficking underage girls to successful, powerful people, and he's corrupt. And not only that, look, I don't cheat on my wife, and the guy was a swinger. Not a commercial.
And now Joe Biden and the Joe Biden Barbershop Quartet present to you their new hit single. It goes a little something like this. I've got a gal, she's really keen. She's almost 13, if you know what I mean. I said she gives me an itch that I need to scratch, but I'm waiting patiently to get that monkey off my back. Oh, I'm biding my time. He's biding his time. I'm biding my time. Say it is the season with no reason or rhyme. I'm biding my time. He's biding his time.
time.
I'm Biding My Time by Joe Biden and his Barbershop Quartet. Get that ish at Walmart. Coming to NBC this fall, a game show so extreme, it's been called a show that should be watched by no one. Jerry Seinfeld's $1 Million Sex Dungeon. With your host, Steve Harvey.
Now, y'all gonna play? Steve Harvey here. No, what is this? Why am I tied up? No! Steve Harvey here. Each contestant's gonna get 10 questions on Jerry Seinfeld's $1 Million Sex Dungeon. Every time you answer a question right, you get closer to winning $1 million. Every time you get it wrong, Jerry Seinfeld's gonna be tortured in a sadomasochistic sense of the word, sexually. No! Oh, those nipple clamps! Please don't put those!
A show that has no safe word.
McGillicuddy! McGillicuddy!
That's not it, Jerry.
Why are you people doing this?
Because you know you frickin' like it, you little weasel.
Ha ha! You know Steve Harvey ain't never seen a white boy's butt wiggle like that before.
Jerry Seinfeld's $1 Million Sex Dungeon.
Coming to NBC this fall.
Yeah. Say there, friend. Do you have a child around the age of 3 or maybe 4? A little boy that identifies as a little girl, or vice versa. And you want to give this little boy or little girl, or whatever he identifies as, hormone therapy and chop his little wiener off. We here at Ginsu Knife Company have a new division that agrees with your right to do that 150%. And we'll come directly to your house and help you transition that child. In fact, we do this for children that identify as anything. Matter of fact, you got a kid that thinks he can fly? We'll push that kid right off your roof. Why, shucks, we love barns and other tall buildings. Gets the job done easier and guarantees it. Hell, you got a little girl that just saw The Little Mermaid and now thinks she's the Little Mermaid? Why, we'll come right over. We will hack that little sucker's legs off and we'll sew a little fishtail to her. Then we'll dump her right off into the ocean. You see, here at Ginsu's sarcastically good idea division, we have lots of bad ideas, but they identify as good ideas. Give us a call today. 555, you know the rest. Back in the studio here, it's ALECK Jones with N-InfoWars.com. We're here for the full hour, and I've got a guest on here. We're going to talk about a topic, it's a serious topic. We're discussing they are weaponizing marijuana, and I'm here to discuss it with my guest, Cucker Tarleton. Cucker, welcome to the studio.
Thank you, Alec. Thank you for having me on your show. I'm so glad to be here. I'm Cucker Tarleton, and as my name would sound like, it is a nickname, and Tarleton is not my...
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Tarleton is not your last name. You took your wife's last name. Is that true?
Yes, I am Cucker. My middle name's Beta. Cucker Beta Tarleton. And my maiden name was actually Cucker Sure. I was an artist, and I actually went by a question mark there. It was Cucker, question mark, Sure. But now, and then it was, for a while, it was Cucker Sure Tarleton, and I've just shortened it to Cucker Tarleton.
Cucker Beta Tarleton.
And sometimes this does lead to confusion, but as my saying always says, it's a saying I always say that I go by, that is, you can't tuck the cuck. So I am out and free today. I'm untucked, and I'm just ready to talk about the issues with you.
Untucked and untethered.
Yes, untethered. Untucked and untethered.
Okay, Cucker, you sound a little bit like, I gotta be honest with you, you sound a little bit like a sissy, okay? We're gonna get into issues, but...
Hey, you just hold on 1 minute, Mr. Jones. My wife's boyfriend says I am not a sissy, and he even stopped making me wear the shirt that says sissy on it. And so...
Okay, that's enough. Let's just get down to the issue here. They are weaponizing marijuana. I've got information. I got data, okay? I got the metadata that says that if you take marijuana, today's marijuana, they're stronger strains, and you mix it with SSRIs, I mean, you're talking about creating schizophrenia. You're talking about creating levels of I mean, that's why we got mass shootings, folks. Yeah, they're weaponizing marijuana. My guest, liberal pundit, Cucker Tarleton, what do you think?
Well, I think that that marijuana should be legalized, except for in states that they don't want it to be legalized. I think they should take it to a vote, and then I think they should take the vote to Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders, and they should have an Indian leg wrestling. Oh, I shouldn't say that. The Indian, that's offensive. An American, a Native, a First Nations. They should have a First Nations leg wrestling contest. Although they should be very gentle because I don't want to encourage violence among America's youth. I really think that this is an issue.
Okay, hang on a second here. Hang on a second. Okay, now, guys, we gotta be careful here. Okay.
Point of personal privilege, Alec. Please stop gendering people when addressing them. Okay.
Sorry about that, Cuck. Folks, I am here with left-wing pundit and mouthpiece, Cucker Tarleton here to talk about weaponized marijuana. And I'm gonna get to it. Here's the worst part.
Point of personal privilege. Point of personal privilege, Alec. There are no worst parts. No parts are worse than others, and no parts are better. And every part of weaponizing marijuana should get a participation trophy. Anyone who contributed to the weaponizing of marijuana should get a participation trophy. You got me so triggered. I'm so triggered right now. Please.
Okay, let's just settle down. Okay. I am here to talk about the issues and talk about the facts. So let's talk about the facts, okay? I just found this out the other day. It's crazy, folks. It's crazy. They got Mike Tyson. This article here is talking about Mike Tyson smokes $40,000 worth of marijuana a month. Okay? And you know the way that guy acts, he's probably on SSRIs. In fact, I got a top person to confirm that.
I
to
love
me.
top people.
They're 95% sure. Article out of the Washington Post that said that Mike Tyson's on SSRIs and weapons grade marijuana, and I'm telling you, George Soros is behind this, globalists are behind this. They're trying to cause mass death and mass shootings like you wouldn't believe. They're gonna actually have, oh my God, I can't even believe I'm saying this. Mike Tyson, they're gonna have him stockpile weapons, armed to the teeth, out on a compound, and they're gonna have him, he's gonna have all kinds of gear, Kevlar and all that. I'm telling you, this guy's ready for a breakdown, and when he has a breakdown, we're gonna get it on tape here. I got a recording, but basically, they're gonna shoot him, and they're gonna alter this guy's DNA. I'm gonna tell you, he's gonna be like the Incredible Hulk. They're gonna turn him into the Incredible. He's gonna get shot, and he's just gonna get madder and angrier, get bigger, stronger, and well.
Oh, come on. Wait, now, is this confirmed? Is this confirmed, Alec? Is this...
I got it 99% confirmed. I got the metadata.
Oh, yeah.
I got the data.
Bull.
I got top people from CIA and the FBI. Don't you question me, Cucker.
Oh, jeez.
I got tape. Let's just go to the tape. Mike Tyson shooting up a place, and he got shot, and this is what it would sound like, and I got the tape.
Hulk smash. Tyson smash. Mike smash. Oh, I'm gonna make orphans of his children. My defense is impregnable. I'm gonna eat his children.
All praises to Allah. Tyson smash. Hulk smash.
Yeah. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
It sounds a little bit like you, Cucker.
Point of personal privilege. Point of personal privilege. Ooh, Mr. Carter. Mr. Jones.
What do you want, Cuck?
All of this sensory overload is really triggering my anxiety.
You're killing me.
Please stop with it. It reminds me of the time that my wife and her boyfriend wouldn't let me go to Hawaii with them. I told them I would be a good cameraman, but they said they didn't need a cameraman.
That's too much information. All right, just an update, folks. It is 9:45. I am here with my guest, radical left-wing nutjob, Cucker Tarleton, and I think things are getting out of hand a little bit here. We're gonna have to take a break. So we'll be back.
Here at Stall State, we pride ourselves in being the premier home and auto insurance provider in the United States of America. If you have lapses, we will still cover you. If you don't have a car, we'll cover you. If you don't even have an identity, we'll cover you. We offer things such as accident forgiveness, accident coverage,
Oh my God, it's terrible!
and one of the best insurance
I'm on
fraud
fire!
divisions in all
I'm burning!
of America.
I'm in so much pain!
That way, Cheryl
Oh,
doesn't burn down her
God!
she shed. We're going to
Somebody
check on
please
it for
end
sure.
it!
We cover most house fires, most wind damage, and most accidents. Sometimes very slowly. Stall state. Are you in okay hands?
To protect you from mayhem like me. Sorry, I ate too much paella.
That's stall state for you.
Your host, Alex Jones, back here at N-InfoWars.com. Totally commercial free. We are here. I have in the studio here, I am with possible terrorist Tucker Carlson. We also still have Scooby and Shaggy in the gang. Later on, we're going to try to solve the murder mystery. The death mystery of Jeffrey Epstein, one Mr. Jeffrey Epstein. And I also have here Russian possible spy, a man named Vladimir Putin. And we're going to continue to discuss weaponization of marijuana and also nugget porn. So, Tucker Carlson, what do you think of weaponization of marijuana?
I think people should be free and to be untethered.
What does that mean? What does that even mean? Okay. Now, Vladimir Putin,
Yes, very much.
you are a Russian,
I am spy. Yes, I'm a Russian spy, but please tell no one. Make between you and I. Keep secret.
we are out on the air.
We are on air. We are on air now.
Yeah, we are on the air. What do you think about weaponization of marijuana?
I definitely, where I come from, they will definitely use a weapon if they catch you with marijuana, for sure. Where I come from, if you use marijuana, you will definitely be stoned, for sure.
Okay, now, guys, what do you think of there's this new thing I've been hearing about called nugget porn, where people like to have their arms and legs cut off and like to be like a slave. It's like a sex slave, like a gimp, like in a Pulp Fiction movie. Guys, what do you think?
Can we please stop with the gendering of people? I am a peaceful man, but I will not be gendered, okay? I identify as but some of us may not identify. We may identify as they or demon.
Okay. Folks. Okay. What do you guys think of that?
I always wanted to be a nugget. I wanted to be like a little chicken nugget I wanted my arms and legs cut off, and eventually to be used. I want to be used and abused as a sex object. Eventually, I want him to cut my head off and let me live in a box. I want my arms and legs and the head cut off. I just want to be just a stump. Just a little stump stuck in a box. A nugget stump with one of my wife's boyfriends who would keep me in it. Or maybe he could even pull me around in a wagon. That would be something, I think. Little Red Rider wagon.
This person is sick. He's sick in the head. Alec, I thought you bring me on clean show, family show. Why you bring me here?
Look, Vladimir, I'll make it up to you, okay? I will buy you a beer. No,
I do not want soft
an election.
drink. I want the alcohol vodka.
Okay, I'll buy you 2 Smirnoff vodka.
Elections.
Yes, very good, very good. His deal for me is like to have dog and make a dog. Where I come from, we have a dog whisperer. You have this?
Yeah.
He come up to dog and he do a bad thing with the dog. He to the dog, he say, here boy, yeah, I have candy, I ate it in my van. And he do a thing to the dog. His name is Caesar Milan, you know him? He said the trick is to get the dog in a calm, submissive state.
Oh, I love being in a calm, submissive state. It's fantastic.
Okay, this crap has gone on too long. I gotta cut you both off here. Scooby, you still there? Shaggy?
Like Zoinks, man. Like, let's get out of here.
That's great. We're gonna take a break and we're gonna play a little clip about painting.
on the next episode of Painting with Bob Ross. Beautiful little colors, beautiful little mountains, peaceful rivers. Look at the blue sky. And now that I'm done with that, okay, we're going to draw a beautiful little Muhammad here, okay? We'll put a nice little turban on him. Colorful, peaceful turbans. And beautiful, like I said, beautiful Muhammad. Painting Muhammad with Bob Ross.
Oh my God! What? We gotta stop this right now. I did not know they were gonna play that. Okay, I'm not encouraging that. I'm not encouraging painting of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. Assalamu alaikum. I'm not encouraging nobody to do that. In fact, I'm gonna tell you what right now. Just because they played that, I'm declaring a fatwa on Bob Ross. Okay, I'm gonna put a fatwa on him. I put a skinny wa on him. I put all kinds of stupid, dumbass puns on that man. But in the meantime, I'm just here trying to do my thing. Okay. ALECK JONES-Infowars.com. I'm here with Scooby-Doo and the gang. We're trying to figure out who done it. What happened to Jeffrey Epstein? I'm not sure I believe the mainstream media's narrative that he committed suicide. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't buy it. But I also don't believe it was the Clintons. I don't think it was Bill or Hillary Clinton. I don't know why they would have had a motive, to do that. It's not like Bill was on the Lolita Express 26 times instead of 4 times. He was on it 4 times, folks, okay? That's what he said. That's the conspiracy, that he was on that that he was on that island with kids, okay? He's on that island. It's not like Bill Clinton engages in human sacrifice, child sacrifice, or has sex with children, or Hillary, because she's a witch. I mean, she's a witch. She doesn't even have to go to the island. She could just poof like a genie and probably bring up a kid right there and have sex with it. I mean, if she really wanted to do something like that, which I'm not saying she would. I'm not slandering her like that. It's not like Jeffrey Epstein had any dirt on them, and it's not like anybody around the Clintons that's ever disappeared just because they had dirt on them. I know I don't have dirt on them. I can tell you that right now. I would like to see dirt on them, or them 6 feet under. But I'm sorry. Get with it, Alec. Okay.
I'm here to protest. Point of personal privilege. Point of personal privilege.
What the hell? I thought that guy was kicked off the line. Get it, Ron. Get him off the line. Get him off here. Get him off. Get him off. Get him off. God, I don't need no Tucker Carlson on my show ruining it. Okay. It's not like Jeffrey Epstein. I mean, if only, let's say he had, some kind of incriminating evidence or damning evidence on, Bill Clinton, for example. Let's say he had, a painting of him. Maybe a picture or a video, or even just a painting of him, in a blue dress. I know that's weird. It's a weird thought. I don't know why I even thought of it, but that's just, but he doesn't, okay? There's nothing like that. There's no connections. Nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Go on about your business. ALECK JONES-Infowars. I've got Scooby-Doo and the gang. Scooby, have you guys found out anything? You guys found anything out? What? What? Oh, hold on. They actually have somebody. They caught somebody who is. Oh my gosh. Oh my good lord. It's Tulsi Gabbard. It's Tulsi Gabbard. Not so fast, man. She's got a mask on. Oh my God. Tulsi, no. Just believe what the mainstream media does. Tulsi Gabbard killed Jeffrey Epstein. That's what it is. No, man, look, there's a mask. Oh my gosh, you're right. Take it off. Oh dear Lord, it's Hillary Clinton. It's Hillary Clinton. Oh my gosh, Hillary Clinton is the perpetrator of this crime.
And I would have gotten away with it too. If it hadn't been for you meddling kids.
Oh my gosh. You heard it first here, guys. Scooby-Doo, ALECK-JONES-Infowars.com. We're signing off.
Chatter to a minimum. I'm one of the people who's very prone to sensory overload. There's a lot of whispering and chatter going on. It's making
it Hillary Clinton
for me to focus.
Infowars, ALECK-JONES-Infowars.com.
But can we please just
We're out.
Chatter to a minimum? It's affecting my ability to focus. Thank you.
Thank you, comrade.
Okay, is there a speaker against name, chapter, pronouns?
Point of personal privilege.
Yes.
Please do not use gendered language to
Privilege once again. Quick point of privilege once again. Hi, James Jackson, Sacramento DSA, he, him. I have all that are available. There's a range of options of these, right? Please don't go in that space with anything that's like an aggressive scent, for instance, right? Because we don't want to put people in stressful situations that they don't consent to, right? And there are right-wing infiltrators who are trying to get in here